Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here with Emma. Emma is one of my favorite students. Emma, how are you?
Everything gravy, teacher. So how are you?
I am doing great. I love when you use the right expressions and use like slang. Good job. Good job.
Yes, yes,
Good. Now, Emma, I know you very well. You've been a student in my academy for a long time, but this interview is really for other people to get to know you. I want everyone to know how amazing you are. So, Emma, would you mind introducing yourself? Where you're from, your hobbies, family, anything you'd like to share?
yes. Of course. I welcome to tell about me. Hi everyone. My name is Emma. Actually, my full name is Nguyễn Thị Ước. I come from Vietnam,
Uh-huh.
and you can call me Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and now I'm still single, and I am my full-time job is an office worker,
Uh-huh.
and I also an English learner as well. So
Nice.
yes, it's about me.
I
Yes,
love it. I love it. I love it. So, Emma, we're going to get right into it. Can you tell us? You said you're from Vietnam, you are an office worker. So,
yes.
why did you decide to start studying English? I want you to tell us when you first started studying English and why did you choose English?
Oh, first study. Actually, I had a struggle study English for more than 20 years.
Mm,
From when I was in secondary school,
yeah.
we moved to study the foreign language, and because I was born in the village in the rural area, so I have no choice except English,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
only English is a foreign language, and I must study, and I must pass the exam.
Yeah.
So that is the reason I study English. And actually, I have struggles in English for more than 20 years.
Wow. Now, I
Yes,
want to ask you, can you go into that a little bit more? You said that you struggled for 20 years. It seems like
yes.
that was past tense. Like I struggled and now maybe you're not struggling. So what happened? When did that struggle stop?
Uh, when I was a student, my teacher only teach grammar
Mm,
and grammar and
hmm.
reading. Even have no audio to us to listen,
Yeah.
and we only studied for pass the exam. Sorry to say about that.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
For passing the exam,
Yeah.
so we not really focus on study English. So I remember when I was
Hmm.
seated to university by my parents,
Uh-huh.
I tried to study English, but
Yeah.
still struggle.
Yeah.
And the education is quite the same.
Yeah.
So I cannot speak English well. So when I go to work and when I have such graduations,
Yeah.
I went to work and I only use English to write an email or
Mm,
to read the document in English.
mm.
So actually, um, I can speaking English is like a nightmare with me. I cannot speak English
Yeah.
well. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So when did that happen? When did the switch happen? Because, for example, you're speaking English well right now. You're speaking with me, you're comfortable. I know you said you were a little nervous at first, but it's okay. So when did that switch happen? Because you mentioned your previous teachers basically taught you grammar and how to pass exams, right? But
yes.
when did that switch happen to where all of a sudden you were able to express your opinion? When did that happen?
Maybe it's the story is quite long. 2 years ago,
Mm.
when my boss, I, and my partner have a meeting. My
Yeah.
partner they come from Taiwan and they speak
Yes.
English really well, and
Yes.
Taiwanese people speak English well. Often, often, oftenly we have a translator from Vietnamese and Chinese, but at that day uh, the translator was take a day off.
Yeah.
So I need to be host this meeting. You know, I cannot express myself. I cannot express myself in English, and I didn't understand what my partner was saying.
Yeah.
So actually, I was disappointed about myself, and
Yeah.
my boss also
Yeah.
was also disappointed about me.
Yeah.
And at that time, I only think only English can change my life, and I must
Right.
be good at English. Yes, I must be good at English. I must be good at English. It's only in my mindset. And unluckily that we need to wait one more translator was coming to continue the meeting. And it's in my failure at that time, 2 years ago. And suddenly, about 1 year ago, I tried to study English when my country was locked down by COVID-19.
Yeah.
By the pandemic. So I stay at home. I work from home, and I try to study English. And your video suddenly popped up of my screen. And the first time I tried to mimic your voice, mimic your speaking.
Yes.
And I love your story time and everything. And I was impressed by your smile, your energy, and your motivation that you want to contagious to the student, even only on the video.
Yeah.
And I try to mimic your video in about, I remember it's around 1 week.
Yeah.
And so one day you hold the workshop. It's a workshop and something like that. Workshop, and you can speak. I want to say you can speak more than 1 hour with lots of energy. So, oh my God, I say, I love it. I love it. And in the workshop, you gave a good deal.
Yes, for the program. Yeah.
So I decided to register right off the bat. Yes,
Yeah.
no have any wonder anymore. So I
Yeah.
resisted. So
Amazing.
I have attend this academy for about 1 year.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. I'm so proud of you, Emma. I'm so proud of you. Like, I really want you to go back and listen to this interview, this conversation, because you're speaking. I'm listening. I'm just listening. I'm asking questions, but you're expressing yourself confidently. And I'm so happy that you feel motivated when you watch my lessons. I'm so happy you decided to join our family. Again, you've been with us for a year, so you are really a family member. And I'm so happy that you feel so good about yourself now and you're able to express yourself in English. Great job. Great job, Emma.
Yes, yes. It have changed me a lot in a better way.
Yes.
When I can speak English and I can express myself in English, even when I speak with another people in my mother language, I don't know, I feel more confident when speak English with and I feel more confident when I do anything. Much more confident.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm so glad that you realized that, because I've seen it happen so many times, Emma. I'm just teaching English, like giving tips and skills and techniques, right? But it's affected every part of your life. And I'm really happy to hear that, because I've heard that happen so many other times with family members as well. So great job. Well, let me ask you this, Emma. What do you enjoy the most? You've been with the family for over a year and you're going to be with us for a long time. But what do you enjoy most about studying English? Now that you're confident, now that you're comfortable, what do you enjoy the most?
The most only one. I think I have a lot of things to say.
Okay, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I think the first one is the student, this community. Yes, they always support me. They always encourage me to speak English. And every day when I remember one day when I say, I'm a fellow people. I'm not confident. And a lot of students come to me and say the word they encourage me.
Yeah.
They yes, and they really kind. They gave me a kind word. So I think I cannot give up. I cannot give up that kind of motivation that they
Yeah.
gave it to me. So I
Yeah.
try and I try. Yes,
Yeah.
and yes, and the student. And about youth, actually, through the that means I have studied a lot of video from youth the from the lesson did academy or from the YouTube.
Yeah.
Actually helped me to think, to have a thinking, or to have a mindset when I speak English.
Yeah.
Like have some methods like 5 W's,
Yeah.
5 W's,
Yeah.
3 reasons, 3 example, or 3
Yes.
explanation, and yes,
Yes.
it changed me a lot.
I love it.
And yes, it's the second part. And the third is this the new platform. The new
Yes.
platform you developed from last year. So it's like a lifesaver. When
Yeah.
I study the new words or when I study the new lesson, it helped me to remember. It's
Yeah.
easy to remember and to apply what I study to the real
Yes.
life, to the conversation. So yes,
I
it's
love it.
and I think a lot of things. So I only say it's a three.
See?
The yes, the
I
rule number
love it.
three.
I love it. I love it. I was actually going to say that, Emma. Again, I want those listening and those watching. So, again, I'm Emma's teacher, but Emma's the one that's the rock star, the amazing one, because she literally is implementing everything that she's learned. I'll give you 3 reasons or 3 examples, and I love it. So, very good job, Emma. And I'm so happy. You know, Emma, my goal has always been to create a strong community. Because to be honest, Emma, I'm one person. I'm super passionate about helping you all. But if I can connect you all to each other and make you all a family, it's even better because you're not waiting on me. I have the lessons for you, but then you guys learn together. And I'm so happy to hear that. And I'm glad you like the new platform that we use, the community, because
Yes.
it's nice. I like it too, honestly. I think it makes it easier to practice. So
Yes.
good, good. Now, Emma, I know people listening are probably wondering which program or programs you actually are a part of. So again, I know that you're in this school, but for those listening or watching, so are you in the daily English lessons membership or the Speak English Like a Native or both? Just for those listening, which program or
Uh,
program?
yes, I am in the Speak English Like a Native membership.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Very good. Yes. Honestly, I say that's one of the best programs for any upper intermediate or advanced student. It's the best program, I think. Yeah. The confidence you see. Go ahead. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
I think it is the best. It is the best. Like it is a. I think it is the best choice that I made from not from I study English. It's the best choice when to
Oh,
become to become our community.
yes.
Because you know when from I decided to study English serious, it is 2 years ago from that
Yeah.
meeting, and until 1 year ago, it's 1 year. So I had registered some English course or some
Hmm.
English online, and
Hmm.
I actually I I need it hard to say it. I give up because
Hmm.
it is not for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm still continue looking for my teacher, looking for my mentor. So I
Yeah.
find you. It is the best
Oh.
choice of me. Yes.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. I'm honored to be your teacher. I really am. So let me ask you this. You said again, you started a year ago. You said it was the best decision you made regarding your English learning journey. How has your life changed now that you can speak English with confidence? At the very beginning of your story, you explained that moment when you went into that meeting with your boss and you were disappointed because you weren't able to express yourself in English and your boss was a little bit disappointed. Fast forward to now. How has your life changed because you can speak English with confidence?
Actually, I really want to say about my life. my
Yeah.
life is more colorful.
Mm,
Yes, much more
mm,
colorful. I still
mm.
keep the full-time job and
Yeah.
become an office worker.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a boring job from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, nine to
Yeah.
five. It's boring. So actually, when I can speak English, I can open my mind
Mm,
and I
mm.
attend more activity. And
Good.
what I get is number one is the firstly is have a lot of friends from around the
Yes.
world,
Yes.
not only our community, not only
Yeah.
from our community, but other friends in other
Yes.
country because
Yes.
I attend some outside activity.
Yes.
So it's make me have it's how to say it's expands my horizon.
Yes.
Yes,
Expand your horizon. Excellent. Very good use.
horizon. Yes,
Yeah.
it's expand my horizon.
Hmm.
And the second thing is I can oh I forgot, but I went to the last part
Okay.
that I I have just graduated from the short English course to become an English tour guide. So
Really? Congratulations. That's amazing.
yes, and now I am an English tour guide
Oh
in
my
my city.
goodness.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
I received some guests, some guests from other country.
Yeah.
So yes, except my full-time jobs in the
Yeah.
weekends, I have more opportunity. I have more
Wow.
opportunity to speak English with the
Wow.
guests from other country. They uh, they come to my city to
Yes.
travel. So
Yes.
I receive them to guide them around my city, to introduce them about the beautiful location, beautiful
Yeah.
culture of Vietnam. So yes,
Wow.
one time I speak English and I practice English again.
Yeah.
So it's make my life more colorful. I don't afraid of in the weekends I have nothing to do or
Wow.
something like that. So I think I feel really
Amazing.
really great. Yes, my day
Amazing.
is more work. My day is more work, and my day is more meaningful
Yes.
when I study something new.
Yeah.
So I make my day. It's made my day have more meaning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm smiling so hard. For those listening to the podcast, I am so happy. Honestly, Emma, this is why I wanted to have these conversations because our family is really big, and the bigger our
Yes.
family gets, the less opportunities I have to really interact with you all. So I decided to start these interviews, these conversations, and I'm just excited. Like, I'm excited for you, Emma. Like, you're now an English tour guide. Like, a year ago, I'm
Yeah.
sure that wasn't even in your wildest dreams. You wouldn't have thought that. But now, Emma, the English tour guide. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You're amazing. Wow.
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
Yeah. So, Emma, okay, let me ask you this then, because I know those listening or those watching this conversation are going to be very, very, very inspired after hearing this. What would you say is the most important thing for an English learner to remember? Because now you're at the point where you're confident, you're comfortable, you're still learning new things, but your life has changed. So, what do you think is the most important thing for English learners to remember? What would you say?
I want to say the most important thing is consistency.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
study English, don't give up.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime I can fail, but I
Mm.
do it
Mm.
to have more motivation
Yeah.
to go forward. And even in English, I have struggled for more than 20 years.
Mm.
So I think
Hmm.
I fail a lot. I fail a
Yeah.
lot in English
Yeah.
for 20 years, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't give up. So
Yeah.
I keep continuing study.
Yes.
So I met you,
Yes.
and with another people. Sometimes the teacher is really
Yeah.
near your place.
Yeah.
So just don't give up. The persistency is I think the most important to
Amazing.
keep it. Yes,
I love
and
it.
actually, in my experience,
Mhm.
I want to ask like uh, uh the people often compare the English,
Yeah.
yes, English speaking, they
Mhm.
compare with other students.
Yeah.
So it's like they less confident when
Yes.
speak English.
Hmm.
And maybe it's other people have another situation.
Hmm.
Now I'm in Vietnam. Now the people now living in Vietnam.
Hmm.
Um, the first time,
Hmm.
it's no, I think it's have no change, no
Yeah.
opportunity to speak English,
Yeah.
right? But other students, they are living in the USA. They have
Yeah.
more opportunities. So I think it's don't compare with other people.
Mm.
It's like the student more confident.
That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
point.
yes. And the one more one more I want to say is the uh, put 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 out put yourself in the English environment.
Yes.
Like when I try to study English, I want to use English,
Mm.
and I started to become an English tour guide, and and
Hmm.
ca- and I think it is the good opportunity to approach the foreign people
Yes.
from
Hmm.
my country. So
Hmm.
maybe yes, uh, think that's what way to dive into the English environment and something like that. And someday you will be fluent in English.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Great advice. Great advice. I love it. I love it. Now I have one last question for you. What's your dream regarding English? I mean, you're now a tour guide, so I'm sure that was even above your dreams, but do you have another dream regarding English?
Mm, uh, when you asked me this question 1 year ago, I didn't
Mhm.
know.
Mm.
Yes, but now I can say my dream is to become an English teacher.
Yes.
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 And I am studying some program
Yeah.
to become a teacher, how to teach other people, and
Hmm.
a short course related to how to teach other people, how to know the mental of student and something like that. So
Yes.
I hope one day I can proud to declare that I'm an English teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Let me
And
know when you become an English teacher. I'll be so happy. I'll be so proud of you. So proud of you.
yes, of course, I will let you know. You are the first person that I will let you know.
Thank you so much. So
And
much. Mm.
yes, and actually, because I was affected, uh, I am affected by your motivation.
Mm.
And I know your dream is to have 1 billion
Mm-hmm.
people can speak
Mm-hmm.
English confidently.
Yeah.
And I think, how to say, I want to take a path to
Mm.
become your dream, to your dream become true.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, and I want to become an English teacher because of that.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Emma. I really appreciate that. Yes, it's a very big dream that I have, but I love working together with others to make that dream come true. So thank you so much, Emma. Well, do you have any other
Yeah.
questions for me, Emma? I mean, I know you know me pretty well, but anything you wanted to ask me, you feel free. If not, it's okay. But if you had any questions,
Mm, I have, of course, I have,
yeah.
and because you have a teach you have teach English for more than 10 years.
Hmm.
So did you have any struggle in the
Hmm.
journey of become an English teacher?
Wow.
Any show? Uh,
It's a great
yeah.
question. It's a great question. So, struggles as an English teacher. Let me think. Let me think. Interestingly enough, when I first started teaching English, I didn't know that I had a talent for teaching. I didn't know that that passion or desire was even inside me. So I enjoyed teaching English. The biggest challenge I had was when I had students that didn't have a passion for learning. That actually was the hardest for me when I was in South Korea, because I naturally was a person that liked to plan and I loved making plans and helping people understand how to think in English. And every once in a while, I'd have students that they would pay money to come to this institute that I worked at, but they just didn't want to learn. And that actually ended up being the biggest challenge for me because they had no motivation. I liked them as a person, no problem. Very nice. We enjoyed being around each other. But I am very motivated as a teacher. And I realized it's important to have a student that's just as motivated. So I realized when I had students that weren't motivated, maybe they were teenagers and they just had to be in class, or maybe even they were office workers and their jobs were paying for them to learn English, but they wouldn't study. They'd come to class unprepared. They'd do bad on tests because they weren't working hard. That actually ended up being my biggest challenge because I like to motivate people. I like to encourage people because I see people's potential. So to be honest, Emma, that was my biggest challenge. Whenever I had students that weren't motivated, it kind of was like, hey, I'm excited, but you're not. Okay, so that really was my biggest challenge, honestly.
Yeah. So how did you overcome it? How did you overcome?
I honestly, I like to get to know students as individuals. So whenever I had a student like that, I would try to get to know them more. And I tried to understand, okay, why aren't they motivated? Sometimes it was because English was too hard for them. And so their response to it, that feeling was, I'm not interested. They were curious, but they were so frustrated with the difficulty of English that they just stopped studying. So I would try to help that student realize, hey, you're smart enough. You're smart enough to learn this language. Let's take it slow. I'll help you. And little by little, as they saw that, oh, I can say something in English, or oh, I can understand more, they started to get motivated. So that was one type of student, the student that just couldn't understand, so they were frustrated. For other students that, for example, maybe their jobs were paying for them, and maybe they were just there, they really were not interested. In those situations, I would have a one-on-one conversation with them. And I'd honestly say, are you okay with not giving 110%? A lot of times they were mothers or fathers, they had families, and I would talk to them, like we would develop a relationship, and I'd say, your children are watching you. So would you want your child to work hard, to study hard? And they say, of course. I said, so as a parent, it's our job as adults to be an example for our children. So do you want to work together with me and I'll help you? And that kind of worked as well. So honestly, I'd always try to inspire and encourage.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the main challenge and the main way I tried to overcome it. So great question.
Yeah.
Great question.
That's great, teacher, because I have the same experience. Because when the first time I just graduated, I worked for the Japanese company.
Yeah.
So they gave the money and they invite the teacher for us, a lot of people, a lot of employers, a lot of employees to study English. And that's English teacher, because actually we didn't want to study English, and that teacher only teach for like the responsibility, and actually it's not, it didn't she didn't inspire me, inspires. So have no any progress, have no any improvement.
Yeah.
You are great. You are great.
Thank you.
I hope I can. Why didn't I meet you earlier?
You met at the right time. At the right time, though. Like this is the perfect time. So yeah, there are many people I really want to help too. So Emma, I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, thank you, teacher. Me too. I really enjoy this conversation, and it was truly a pleasure to spending time with you.
Thank you.
Have a conversation with you.
Thank you. And I want to say this last thing, Emma. We spoke for 30 minutes and the time flew by. You spoke with a native English speaker for 30 minutes and your English was good. Amazing. Amazing.
Sorry, teacher. Maybe it's over time, right?
No, no. I was letting you know that that's how much your English has improved. You had a 30-minute conversation with a native speaker. You were confident. You weren't shy. You expressed yourself. I want you to remember these moments are the moments to remember. Never be shy. You can talk for 30 minutes with confidence. Ah, my name is Emma. I'm your tour guide. So you can do it. You can do it.
Yes, actually, I received some guests. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, some guests told that to me.
Yeah.
You speak English well. At that time, I was
Yes.
very happy, very happy.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes.
Emma, I look forward to speaking to you again in a year or less than that and seeing even how much more your English improves. Like, I'm so proud of you and I really, really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you for taking the time. I know it's nighttime there, but thank you so much for having this conversation with me, Emma.
Yeah, thank you so much, teacher Tiffany. So I am appreciate that your dedication for the students.
Oh, it's
So
my pleasure.
yes, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful about that. Yes.
My pleasure. Well, we will see
Yes.
each other again soon. I hope you have a wonderful night, Emma.
Yes, may you have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so
You're
much. Bye
welcome.
bye, teacher.
Bye, hon.
Bye,
Bye
teacher.
bye.